prevent you from getting in a sticky situation when applying these heritage decals, we're going to walk through a few tips and tricks to make sure they're looking sick. Now that you have your color picked out, it's time to get down to business. Start by removing your existing decals and use a little bit of alcohol to make sure that residue is removed. And by alcohol, I do mean isopropyl alcohol. We'll start with the forks, but don't throw anything away. As you'll see on the back, there's a bunch of decals for your rear shocks. Remove the excess decal material around the edges of each. And now it's time to break a little perf on there and get the decal that you want. Don't throw these away, because we'll have a use for these later on in the video. It's just a decal, and this is an instructional video. There's a couple ways to do this, but don't get hung up on the details. If you put the hair in heritage like I do, move it to the side and begin when ready. In this example, we're going to remove the right side of the backing paper and then align it to the fork. Don't get all fancy and put the decal down in one swoop, even though you probably can. Use your thumb at the top and swivel it back and forth until you get the right angle. You're going to want to center your decal between here and here. Before applying the rest of the decal and removing this side of the backing sheet, take a step back and make sure that the decal is parallel with the fork. Once you've double checked all angles for accuracy, it's time to commit. Use your fingers wisely, like shown. Up and down, nice and smooth, like a butterfly. Peel the decal up just slightly, get rid of the white backing sheet, and again, be smooth. To prevent any air bubbles from getting trapped in here, keep that up and down butterfly motion going. You want to be smooth. Because of the few complex tapers on the fork, the decal is going to want to bubble. But don't worry, power through, you're the boss. Measure your height with that extra decal material that was laying around and cut it to length so you know how to match it on the other side. Now that your marker's on, it's time to go for it. If you're feeling confident, remove both sides of the backing sheet like such and go to town. Now that the front is done, it's time to shock and awe. Rear shocks are easy. Don't remove the existing decal because that adhesive is a pain. All the rear shock decals were included in the decal kit. Find your decal that matches your shock. It might feel like you're wrestling a bull, but trust me, get it by the horns and go to town. Put your hands and decal through the frame, align it up, and with one shot, give her. What? There's extra decals? What do you do with them, you ask? Well, we're not going to tell you what to do, but we have some ideas. Now that you've had plenty of practice installing decals on your lady's bike, it's time to do yours.